As a lifelong resident of Bradford County, one of the most rural counties in the state, I'm dedicated to making sure that every corner of the Commonwealth understands the benefits of PA 529 plans. Now, the Center's report shows that while we have taken many good steps to promote PA 529 accounts in rural PA communities, we still have work to do when it comes to helping those areas learn more about the power of PA 529 plans, and the Treasury team is focused on this strategic initiative. During each of my first 2 years in office, I visited every county, every 67 counties in 2021 and 2022. And the Center for Rural PA classifies 48 counties as rural. And I know from talking with the people I meet there, they often feel forgotten by Harrisburg. Now, all across Pennsylvania, people tell me they want good job and career opportunities for their children, for their grandchildren, and they want them to find those opportunities right here in our beautiful state. So let me start by telling you a little bit about the PA 529 program. PA 529 accounts are a great way for families to save for education opportunities with big tax benefits. Now, they can be used to pay for far more than just a four-year degree, which I always emphasize. They can help pay for community college, technical training, and apprenticeship programs, which is great because we have a tremendous need for highly skilled workers here in Pennsylvania. A lot of people think you need a four-year degree to succeed in life, but we know that's not true. And I want to make sure everyone knows that PA 529 accounts are a great way to save for education, no matter what your future career might be. Now, over the past 30 years, PA 529 has paid out more than $5 billion for qualified higher education expenses, and right now there are more than 281,000 PA 529 accounts, with more than $6 billion saved in total. Now, since taking office, I've taken steps to make sure PA 529 accounts are accessible to every Pennsylvanian. Our families just looking to save for their education of their child and their grandchild. So what we did, we eliminated the minimum deposit to open an account. We cut the minimum contribution to just $1. We reduced fees for the PA 529 investment plan accounts, and we waived state fees for the PA 529 guaranteed savings plan accounts during the current fiscal year. And last summer, we provided qualifying PA 529 GSP accounts with an additional $100 deposit to further boost savings. With that background, we're here today to talk about the Center for Rural Pennsylvania study analyzing how residents of rural counties use and benefit from the PA 529 program compared to residents of urban counties. Every Pennsylvanian deserves access to quality post-secondary education opportunities, and this report shows that we're doing the right thing by increasing outreach to our rural counties. As Dr. Kopko will describe in more detail, there's a gap in 529 plan contribution levels between rural and urban account holders, even after accounting for various statistical factors. The report found that more than 60% of contributions to PA 529 accounts are made in counties designated as urban, and that 84% of PA 529 beneficiaries reside in these urban areas. Again, this highlights the need for better outreach to our rural communities, which has always been on my radar. Treasury's own research has shown us that all parents have high expectations for their child's future education at birth. And we also learned that some families in rural counties have a lower level of trust in banking and financial systems. As a lifelong resident of Bradford County, again, one of our more rural counties, I understand very well the concerns of families in these areas, and helping them build a good financial future is near and dear to my heart. Treasury's taking action. So we've expanded the number of staff dedicated to outreach, include hiring, for the first time ever, a director of outreach and marketing, and created 3 new positions for regional program relationship managers. And this is giving us a much more visible presence across the state. Our outreach team attends county fairs, legislative programs, and other events to connect with people directly. They reach out to community organizations and educational institutions to establish stronger partnerships. In short, Treasury works around the clock to spread the word. Now, I also want to mention Keystone Scholars, which has had a big impact on increasing PA 529 account ownership in rural counties. Keystone Scholars provides $100 to jumpstart education savings for every baby born in Pennsylvania. And the program has helped boost PA 529 accounts opened by low-income families and has increased those being opened in rural counties. We've seen the percentage of Keystone Scholars accounts linked to PA 529 accounts continue to increase with each passing year, showing that Keystone Scholars families are more frequently starting to save for their children. And it's not just about the amount of money in the account. Research shows that when children have even a small amount of money set aside for future education, their parents are more likely to expect them to go on to study after high school, and in turn, they're more likely to pursue post-secondary education. Children with these savings accounts are 3 times as likely to enroll in post-secondary education and 4 times as likely to graduate than those without any savings designated for their education. Every little bit helps improve expectations and outcomes. Treasury has already seen an increase in PA 529 enrollment for Pennsylvanians under 18 over the last 2 years in both rural and urban areas. And we're grateful for the insight this report provides and look forward to using this information to build on our great outreach efforts to help Pennsylvanians in every county reach their education savings goals.
One of the things that we talk about with the 529 plan and how important it is to rural Pennsylvania, which is what we're concerned about, we could not get into some of these numbers, and I know that Kyle is going to talk about the utilization, and I am concerned, as the treasurer said, that the utilization of this program, or these programs, these plans, is less in rural Pennsylvania than in the more urban areas of Pennsylvania. As she said, people forget sometimes. I think you think about a 529 plan, it's for 4-year college. Well, it's for a lot of other things, including trade schools, community colleges, and all kinds of training programs, post-secondary, and there are even some programs that it can be used for as secondary. So it is really important for rural Pennsylvania. Many years ago, I know that this is a statistic that I know that we may have to revisit in light of the last census, but in Pennsylvania, 73% of the population lives in 19 counties. Just think about that, 73% in 19 counties. And that means, if you do your math correctly, that 27% lives in the other 48 counties. And as the treasurer pointed out, Bradford County obviously is part of those 48 counties, which establishes that's what is rural Pennsylvania. From my contact throughout my district, the one comment that I hear all the time, and I've heard this from Williamsport to St. Mary's to Wellsboro, every place that we go, is we have jobs, but we don't have the people trained to fill those jobs. And that is a major concern of mine. And it's also the focus, I guess, of what we have found out with the 529 plans not being utilized perhaps in rural Pennsylvania to the same level. And maybe it's just a lack of understanding. We need to focus on that. And if we're going to develop a skilled workforce in rural Pennsylvania, it's something that we need to take advantage of every tool that we have. And a 529 plan, from the way I look at things, that's a tool, and it's an important tool.